be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down.
Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Oscar and welcome back to a new video. And today I have one of the GOATs of casting, Sporty FC. Welcome to my channel.
Yeah, nice. It's nice. It's kind of cozy in here, isn't it? I'm definitely getting comfortable.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask Sporty a couple of questions and how how he's doing, how he casts, because sometimes it's difficult, sometimes it's easy.
Yeah.
My first question though is, how'd you get into Rocket League? Like, how'd you did you play it or at first and then get into it?
I mean, in the sense that getting into it is like, how did I get attached to it? How
Oh
did
yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
I fall in love with this game? Yeah, no, it's an interesting story because even though I'm connected with this video game, I'm anything but a gamer. I don't play that. I literally don't play video games all that often. Never really grew up playing video games all that much either. I stuck to a lot of mobile gaming when I was younger. So for me, it was when I was around 13. I bought myself my first Xbox, and I remember at the time watching a couple different YouTubers playing Rocket League. It was something that was similar to me because when I was younger, I played a lot of sports, played a lot
Yeah.
of soccer, a lot of ice hockey, and Rocket League is very, very similar to both of those. So that it just kind of became a natural progression that I would move into. If I were to move into a video game, it would be the one that's the most similar to both of those. And from there, my love for the game really didn't go very far until I started watching the esports scene. The esports scene is what I'm really connected to, and it's definitely where I have my biggest passion, and that's where my passion for this game kind of stems from.
Yeah. Uh. When did you know you were gonna be like a caster? Cause like I cast sometimes, but I'm not I'm trying to learn too. But
Yeah.
how did you know? How did you know when you wanted to cast? Cause it's very difficult sometimes. Cause some people are like GCs and you have to talk like really fast, and when the plays goes really fast, it's like really difficult to talk over.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and to answer that kind of part about how fast things are, it just takes time. It always takes time. Just like
Yeah.
anything, it takes time and it all slows down. It's like driving a car. If you do it enough times, it slows down, and it becomes second nature to you.
Yeah.
But for me, a lot of my start was not in commentary. It absolutely wasn't. I would not have expected, had you asked me 4 years ago, back when I kind of first started watching esports, if I was to get into esports commentary, I would have said no, absolutely not. That it wasn't my plan. My plan was just to compete. I actually started as a competitor. I started as a player
Yeah.
in the indie gaming league, won a couple championships there. But after about a season of indie gaming league, I remember that the most enjoyable part of it for me, it wasn't even playing the matches. It was being able to watch back matches and kind of listen to the ways that different people kind of
Mm.
break down plays. Because before that, the most I got out of esports commentary was watching the RLCS, which is very different. That's professional level. That's very
Yeah.
different. But indie gaming league IGL, it was amateurs. It was people who were doing this just for their fun and for their enjoyment. And for me, seeing that gave me that the idea that if they're doing it for fun, I can do this for fun as well, and that's where it really started.
Yeah. But what's your favorite part of it, of casting? Cause sometimes yeah. Yeah. What's your favorite part?
Well,
Interviewing, or just casting the game and just you know.
I mean, it depends which way you look at it. But overall, I think it's whenever I just have the most fun. It's whenever I can just enjoy the game.
Mm.
Just like any commentator. We all like action. I know that the players don't like that, but we like it when games are close. We like it when games are exciting, and we
Yeah.
like it when uh, there's a lot of action happening. And for me, I'm an analyst by heart. I'm a
Mm.
math and science person.
Yeah.
I like to read and describe what's happening in the play. So to me, I really like that. But it also follows through that I just like it whenever, it's a good series, whenever teams are playing, and not only are they having fun and they're playing a good match, but to me, I get to watch and see this good match. Because for me, it's good fortune for me that people are willing to spend time out of their day to not only
Yeah.
play matches, but to help set things up for me and my streaming. And whenever matches are good, you kind of get into the point where you stop thinking of it like a job, and you
Yeah.
start thinking of it more as a hobby. And that's where it really becomes the most fun for me, is whenever I can just kind of think of it as enjoyment, as some sort of collective feeling.
See, cause I don't like best of fives. I like best of sevens people when people are casting, cause like it's more exciting, cause
Sure.
cause I remember when you casted Cody's when it was Cody, Ryan, and Bingo Brian, and then they bracket reset it.
I remember that as well. That wasn't that long ago. But I like best of sevens too. But really, more importantly, I just like close matches. Now,
Yeah.
generally speaking, best of sevens are more exciting because most tournaments only have them on their final stages.
Hmm.
So whenever you have, in theory, the best teams playing with the most on the line, but and also we have the most storyline that's built into it. But I just like good matches. So even if it's best of five, I don't mind if it's shorter.
Yeah.
In fact, some days some of the best matches that I can remember of are best of five because even in that short amount of time, even with them being that much shorter, they're still exciting.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like best of fives because it's short, and I'm like, ah man, if I get that extra game, maybe I could reverse sweep. You know, you never
Yeah, I know
know.
what you mean. Yeah, I know. I know players generally speaking prefer best of sevens because it's more consistent in a best of seven than it is in a best of five. There's definitely a level of volatility in Rocket League
Yeah.
as an esport because of how short these matches are and because of how quickly the turnaround is in between matches. And most esports, most games are quite long, so you have a lot of time to adapt and a lot of big plays. Rocket League, every game is 5 minutes long, and in between that,
Yeah.
you may have a minute, maybe 2 minutes to prepare. So there's a lot more volatility in Rocket League.
Um, for you casting, how like I know you get like guests sometimes, or not guests, or streams, or
Sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know
um,
what you mean.
how do how do you adjust to that? Because I know sometimes you do it by yourself. How do you adjust to that? Like
Yeah, and whenever I invite a guest onto my stream or have someone join me, um, casting has always been known to be a two-person job. It's something where a one-person job makes it a lot tougher because when you're doing it by yourself, you have to essentially act as both one and commentator 1 and commentator 2.
yeah,
So with two people, it's actually more natural, and
yeah,
the way it works really is it's by chemistry and being able to set boundaries and roles. And
mm,
whenever I'm working with another caster, I always want to ask them, what do they want to do? How do they want to talk? Are there certain things that they should know about? Are there certain themes that are important for them? And are there certain ways that I can support them? Because whenever it's two commentators, it's a team job, but you still want to be distinct. And for me, in the work I do, it's actually more natural because you can
mm,
set your roles very easily.
mm. With with Los Champs closing down, what's your initial thoughts? Because there's
Yeah.
different leagues now with cause I've missed ones. I'm not even trolling. I missed ones, bro. You know?
I know what you mean. And yeah, it was the same kind of issue that happened after IGL closed. After IGL closed, a lot of other leagues popped up. You're going to see the same thing with LOS Champs with how big that league was. But even without LOS Champs, there are so many different leagues out there that you can play in.
Yeah.
There is the SN Tournament Series, there's the Rocket League Splash Series, there's
Yeah.
Royalty Series, Blackline Championship Series. Even for ones, there's the individual performance series that just popped up from some of my friends on Yukio Esports. So
Mm,
um, there are leagues that have popped up that
yeah.
there always will be. Whenever something closes, there's always gonna be something new that pops up that you know jumps in and takes over. So even with LOS champs closing, expect a lot of leagues to pop up in response to that, and expect a lot of leagues that have already stuck around even during LOS champs time to adapt to that because leagues are run by people who want to have people play, who want to,
Yeah.
welcome in more competition. So if leagues are given a reason to open up a ones division, there's a good chance they might do it.
Yeah, cause, cause now, like, I was like looking around. I'm just like, now I have to adjust to twos and threes, cause,
Well, again,
like,
there is the individual performance series that does serve
no, I know, but
1v1.
like,
So
I know, but some of them are like twos and threes, and I'm just like, I have to adjust to twos and threes. Oh no, I don't like being stuck in twos and threes. It's like like and plus like I don't have a like a teammate. I just solo queue, and it's
yeah,
very difficult to rank up when you solo queue in Rocket League.
yeah, it is. It always is. It's really tough to rank up going solo queue. But if it's any help for you, that's what I've been doing my entire life. I don't generally like to jump in to a match with people I know.
Yeah,
Um, I but yes, I understand what you're talking about there. It can be difficult to rank up
yeah,
if you don't have people that you know well.
yeah. Um, how's like solo queuing like with you at? I mean, is it like difficult or is it like I don't know? Is it
Well, to be very frank, I don't play this game that much anymore, so I'm probably not the best person to ask that question to. But it has
like
its benefits
back
and
then? I guess.
it has its benefits. It's I like doing it because I get to relax and kind of be in my own mind. I don't mind that
Yeah.
as much as some people do. Some people don't like that. They like to distract themselves with other people. I don't ever have a problem with being by myself. I've generally been a loner my whole life, so I'm perfectly happy to be on my own, and I don't really focus too much on improving that much in this game. To me, if as long as I'm enjoying it, which I enjoy solo queuing, that's
Yeah.
what I'm going to continue to do.
Yeah. Well, my final question is, uh, let's see, let's see. Do you have like a favorite league to cast, or do you just like not like, di- yeah, a league to cast? Cause I know there's like CPL. I know there's like different leagues that like um you do differently.
Yeah, and well, I mean, I'm a little bit biased. I run my own league, so I have to say my own league, the Ascent Tournament Series. But if we don't include the league that I do run myself,
Yeah.
then yes, there are leagues that I really like that I like to be a part of. As I mentioned, Rock League Splash Series and Royalty Series, they're great leagues to work with. They've been around for longer than ATS has, and they always do well. You mentioned the Cross Progression League; they're very new, but I like
Mhm.
what they do when it comes to making my life easy as a caster.
Yeah.
For picking up matches in the Cross Progression League, it's very easy as well, and again, I just, but at the very end of the day,
Yeah.
a lot of it comes down to just players. As long as the players make it easy to work with,
Y-
I'm probably gonna like the league as well.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, this is Sporty. You have any final messages for the people?
I mean, I guess all I can say is if you do want to join in, Ascent Tournament Series signups do close at the end of February, so in like 2 weeks from now, basically. But other than that, no, just thank you for having me here, Oscar. It was nice being with you.
Yeah. This is Sporty. I'll leave his link down below. He's a caster. He he's a great caster. That's all I can say.
Oh, well,
um
thank you very much.
yeah. But yeah, shout out to Sporty. Shout out to every caster actually. And yeah, take care and peace.